Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am so excited because I'm finally sharing with you my #1 most requested video here on YouTube. And this video is my tutorial on my everyday curly waves. I love wearing this hairstyle because it's really girly and it's really easy to dress up and dress down. And I just think it's sassy and I like having non-structured hair. I like the very messy look that you can just really easily do and not have to worry about it throughout the day. So this is the kind of look that you can curl your hair and you don't have to worry about it. You can run your fingers through it, you can touch it, you can change it up if you want to. And my favorite thing about this hairstyle is it wears really well. And what I mean by that is that with these curls, I can actually wear them for 4 or 5 days. So these curls will continue to fade and they will just loosen into much more softer, beachier waves, but I still think that's a really cute look and you can easily touch them up. I also really enjoy this hairstyle because at the end of my threshold, I can just throw it up in a cute little pony and it becomes like a sassy updo. This hair tutorial is so simple. I've been doing this look literally for years. This is how I've always loved doing my hair. And I think this is something that anyone could achieve. No matter what your haircut is, no matter what your hair type is, I think that this is a look that you will be able to recreate. And I tried to make the steps as easy to follow along as possible. So the only hot tool that I use to create this hairstyle is my NUME curling wand. And this curling wand is called the Magic Curling Wand in 25 millimeters. There is a couple of different sizes and a couple different colors, but I chose mine in 25 millimeters and I selected the black shade. I absolutely love this curling wand. I have been using it for 8 months, and the most amazing thing to me about this curling wand is it's so user-friendly and it makes my curls last so long. I've never had a curling wand that made my curls last as long as this one, and I really enjoy this one because it heats up really quickly. So if I forget to preheat my curling wand before I go in to curl my hair, it only takes about a minute to heat up. And in 8 months, I haven't had any issues with it, and I use it almost every single day. This curling wand does retail for $149, but I have an amazing coupon code right now, and y'all can get this curling wand for only $38, and that's also going to include a free thermal pouch to protect your curling wand when traveling or if you need something to set it on, and it's also going to include a free argan oil. So definitely check out that coupon code in the description box as well. I highly recommend this company. I really love NUME hair, but I do recommend purchasing these products when they are on sale or when you have a coupon code, because you can always find a coupon code or a sale price for NUME hair products, so I never recommend purchasing them at full price. Alright, so if y'all want to learn how to create this hairstyle, then keep on watching. Okay, so when I curl my hair, I like to start off with 100% dry, natural hair. So my hair is completely air dried. I didn't use a blow dryer on it or any sort of heat treatment. It's just completely natural and dry. A lot of the time I will take a shower before bed and then I will let my hair dry at night and I'll wake up and curl my hair in the morning. So we're gonna start off with my air dried hair, and I naturally have pretty thick hair. Each strand's pretty decently thick and I have quite a bit of hair. So I'll show you guys my hair. I have a pretty large, like decent amount of hair. It's not super thick or super long, but I've definitely got a decent amount to work with. So to start off, I obviously need to run a hairbrush through my hair and make sure it's nice and smooth and there's no tangles. So I'm using a tangle tamer. I got this one from Sally Beauty Supply. They have a lot of knockoffs of this kind of brush. I like this kind because it makes my hair really smooth. It doesn't tug on my hair and it doesn't break my hair. So any brush will do, but just make sure your hair is nice and smooth. Alright, now what's really popular when people curl their hair and heat style their hair is sectioning off their hair into different sections with different clips and then curling in layers. Now I do not do that. I find that that is very time consuming and I don't find that it's completely necessary for my hair. If you are someone who has like a ton of hair, or if you have like really thick hair and you can't manage to work with it all at the same time, then you could definitely section your hair off into clips and work that way. I just find that it's easier to leave it all down and work with it all at the same time. So what I do is I section my hair straight down the back and I make 2 sections on the left and right side of my head. So now that I have 2 equal sides on each side of my head, I'm going to work one side of my hair at a time, and I'm going to curl both sides of my hair facing the same direction. A lot of people have different preferences on curling their hair, on whether they like to curl it forward or curl it backward or to switch off directions. I personally like it all curled backwards. That way it frames my face, and then when it meets in the back, they just kind of mesh together, and that's the way that I personally prefer. So when I curl my hair, I work one side at a time. I'm gonna do the entire left side of my hair and then the entire right side of my hair. And I like to start in the back pieces and work my way forward. All right, so I'm just gonna start in the very back of my head here, in this very back section, and I'm gonna work my way forward. So I'm just gonna select a piece about this size, I guess about an inch around. And I take my curling wand and I wrap the hair around the wand and I hold it in place. After holding the curl in place for about 20 seconds, I release the curl into my hand. Now I'm gonna continue to hold this curl in my hand as it cools. So the benefit of holding this curl in my hand is it's going to allow the heat to absorb into the hair. It's almost like leaving the hair on the curling wand for a longer period of time, but it allows the curl to absorb all the heat and to maintain its shape. If you have really long or thick, heavy hair and you release your curl right away, the curl is going to get deflated because it's gonna get weighed down and it's not gonna be as tight. So holding this in place before you release it gives it plenty of time to get that perfect little curl. So once you have that curl, I like to just throw my hair behind my head and keep working forward. Now, when I wrap my hair around the wand, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason to my curling technique. I just hold the hair in the same position and twist it all the way around. So I allow my hair to kind of twist and move as it pleases, and that gives it a more natural, less structured look. And just hold the curl in your hand for a moment and allow it to cool, and then release it and reveal your perfect little curl. If a couple little pieces fall out of the curl, it's not too big of a deal. If I get a piece that's too big or too small, I just work with it. I like having a really natural look to my hair, and I'm not super picky about my curls. So just let it do whatever it wants to do, and then at the end, if there's anything that bothers you, you can easily just touch those pieces up. Now, a couple things to keep in mind when you're doing your curls. The larger section of hair that you grab, the more difficult it's going to be to curl and is going to result in a wavier, looser curl. So as you're curling your hair, just keep in mind how thick of pieces that you're grabbing, because that's going to result in how tight your curls are. Also, the longer you leave your hair on the curling wand and the longer you hold the curl in your hand, the tighter the pieces are going to be. So if you want them to be super loose, make sure you don't hold it for a really long period of time. And if you're trying to make them a tighter, more structured curl, hold them on for a little bit longer. Okay, so when I get to the front section of my hair, I have this bang area. If you have bangs, it's up to you on whether you want to curl your side swept bangs or you want to leave them straight. For me personally, I just like to continue my soft curls. But the closer I get to the front of my hair, the softer I like the curls to be, and I turn them more into light waves. Also, I don't like taking my curls all the way up to the root of my hair. I like letting them kind of start and fall in their own little order. So with these curls on the very front of my head, I just make sure I hold them on the curling wand for a shorter period of time, and I just hold them slightly, and then when I release the curl, I don't hold it in my hand. I just let it fall on its own, and that allows it to have a softer, more wavy feel. So when I finish my curls, it looks like this. It's pretty structured. All the pieces look very similar, but I just kind of brush them behind my head and let them cool, and I don't touch them, and then I'll play with them when I get to the end of my hairstyle. So now moving on to the right side of my hair, it's the exact same strategy, only I flip the direction of my curls. So instead of putting them on one side of my face, I'm gonna push them toward the other direction. This way, all my curls are facing the outside of my face. I think that the more rough you are on your hair and the quicker you do this process, the messier it's gonna be. So you just have to make the decision on how structured you want your curls to be. A big reason why I like to hold my curls in my hand for a longer period of time is because it makes the curls last much longer. When I do this heat style, I can get my hair to last 3 to 4 days. As you can see, each of these pieces of hair are curled. They're all going the same direction. Each of these strands are going this way, and each of these strands are going this way, and they just mesh together down the back. So now's my time to play with my hair and mess up the look. I like really messy, curly waves, so I like them to have structure, and the good thing about curling your hair this way is it lasts a lot longer. So if I hold the curls in place and I really let them sit and cool down, it allows my hair to absorb the heat, and the curls are gonna last a lot longer. But now I wanna kind of tousle them up and give them a more messy, sexy feel. So I just shake them up at the roots. And just stick my hands in the curls and just shake them up. And this is gonna create a lot more volume, and it's going to give you much more messier, sassier look. All right, now right before I'm done, I like to make sure I'm happy with the way all the curls look. So if there's any pieces that are going a weird direction, if I feel like any of the curls have fallen out too much, then this is my chance to go in and polish them up. So I'm just gonna go through and hold the curling wand on the hair for a little bit longer and just lightly restructure the pieces that I feel like need a little help. Now, if you're from Texas like me and you like big voluminous hair, then one of my favorite products to use is the Got2b Powderful. So what you do is you sprinkle a little bit of this powder into your hands, and then you can just go in and add it to your roots, and that's gonna add more volume to your hair. And this is what the hairstyle looks from behind. It's just really sassy, it's really tously and kind of messy, but it's just that really loose, curly wave. All right, and that's all I do. For the next couple of days, I add a little bit of dry shampoo to the roots of my hair, and that just helps to revamp my hair, make me feel nice and fresh, and to give me a little bit more volume. And then as I need, I can recurl a couple of sections if it needs a little touching up. Really quick and easy, I can just grab a little section that I feel like is deflated and just run the curling wand right through that section again, and it'll just liven up those curls where it needs to be. But for the most part, I really like the way that the style fades. I like how it gets more loose and more sassy, and it just becomes a more messy, wavy hairstyle when it starts as more of a curly wave hairstyle. All right, guys, well, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys learned something cool today. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And thank you so much to all those of you who have complimented my hair in the past and have asked for this hair tutorial. I know it is a long-awaited video, but I'm really excited to share it with y'all, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out my description below where I have my social media links, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.